We did a little therapy session. So
Making
mind
it
you,
rain out here in these streets. You know what I'm
hit
saying?
the like button. It's free. I never seen that one.
That's
You
You
got
it.
ain't
that
never
old
seen
ass
one of these?
busted Android phone, nigga.
Yeah. No, I have the 15. So anyway,
Mm.
let's get to this topic because this is kind of something that we talked about. Is a lot of pressure for a black man to date a black woman.
It's a lot of pressure on black men, specifically dating black women. And I love black women. Social media and the culture has put a lot of pressure on us. This could be just based on environment. When I moved to Atlanta, you know, women here are very entitled. And listen, I'm not blaming anybody, so I don't want this to turn into...
When you say entitled, though, break, what does entitled mean?
I'll say financially entitled. I feel extreme pressure. And I get hit on by white women. I get hit on by all kinds of women. But when I get hit on by black women, I immediately feel this entitlement of, I got to pay for something.
Wow.
I got to pay your rent. I got to help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I'm just saying what I've experienced. I'm not... So it's like I'm spending. That's just the first date. You want to go out again? I done spent $1,000 on 3 dates just to see if you might call me back or maybe text me back. And then because you're a beautiful woman, if you don't like me, you can go get the next man to do the same thing.
Yeah, he's simping out. He's simping out because I'm in that land of myself. He's simping out.
Can you
That's all I gotta
expound?
say. He's simping out. I'm in Atlanta. I'm from upstate New York. I moved down here. I totally uprooted my whole life 2 years ago and moved down here, me and my son. I'm in Atlanta. I've been running around Atlanta. Now, what he's saying is true about a lot of these women down here. When you meet them, you get that energy where they acting like they want something, but just because they want something don't mean you gotta give it to him. He's a fool if he's spending that much on dates. He's a simp. He's a sucker.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, whatever you want to label it. Nah, you gotta control the tone. It ain't about what they want. It ain't about what they want.
But that's not the point. I mean, are women acting that way
He
in Atlanta or all over?
That's all over.
he's
No,
definitely a nice guy. I've known Travis. I've known Travis for years, and we both
Who's
came up in
Travis?
the church, Kojic. So
The guy that was at,
yeah.
the guy that was
Oh,
at
that's his
showing.
name? Okay. So
The
Travis
guy.
came up to the church. Go ahead.
Yeah, Travis.
What else?
Yeah. No, I've known Travis for years, and yeah, we grew up under the same teaching, the same Kojic teachings. Woman is on pedestal, man is below.
Amen.
You know, yeah.
What Kojic
So,
church you went to? Because that's not the Kojic church I grew up
he's
in.
spending that
What
money.
church is
He's definitely spending that money.
church is that teach that?
Right.
Where in the Bible does it say that?
Joel Osteen.
No, he don't even teach that. I've been to Joel's church.
Sorry to hear
He
that.
don't- Yeah.
I just listened to that video again. He didn't say he ended up paying for that. He said he just gets women asking for money or feeling entitled. So I don't know why you called him a
I think that most guys spend money on women in a lot of ways.
Rent kind of money?
You're gonna spend money in anyway, regardless. Dating, marriage, relationship.
How about some
No,
food?
it's
You might get a shirt or a hoodie, but like real money.
I think it's different. It's much different. I don't think that guys are supposed to be spending money the way that they spending money on women, whether they single or they married at all. I think that you reward people. I think that people then become a part of your lifestyle when they add value to you. But for you to just be spending money on women, whether you're single or you married, I don't agree with it in either way.
But Anton, what if that person has the money to spend it and that's their lifestyle? That's not the woman's
Matter.
lifestyle.
I got the money to spend it. I got the
matter.
money to spend.
And you spend it.
Matter.
I
I've heard
spend it
men
on what?
say that they're
You
going
spend
to
you spend it on women that you don't even talk to.
How?
Man, Lil Wayne got these dudes talking about it ain't tricking if you got it. It is tricking. No matter if you got it, if you don't, it's still tricking.
How?
That's a lie.
Like we can go to
Because
the
you're trying
meetup.
to
You'll
fly
buy a drink,
Mariah out
you'll-
and Kim out.
That's
And
like the same thing.
Hold on, y'all
tricking is
talking
a
at the
bad
same time.
investment.
I'm saying y'all talking at the same time. How do I spend money on women?
But it's like if we go to the meetups, you're spending money on women like for food, drinks, and these are women you're not even dealing with.
How?
So
When
I
did I
think you're
spend money on women at a meetup?
so you didn't buy drinks or food for nobody?
No, I might buy drinks for people at the party, guys and girls in general.
Yeah.
I don't specifically allocate money towards any women for no drinks. As a matter of fact, it's very rare that I wind up spending money at a meetup. Usually people be buying me stuff.
Okay, never mind.
You know that's the truth.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out where y'all getting this from. Where am I spending money on these women at?
But is it okay? So to the man's statement, he's saying it's a lot of pressure for black men to date black women. But men nowadays, you have the choice to pay. So is it really a lot of pressure from black women, or men are just paying because they're paying? I don't think it's the women's. I don't think women are persuading these men. At the end of the day, y'all men have a choice to pay or not.
But
And
he
there are
said
men that are just
women
willing
are
to pay
actually
for no
entitled.
reason.
Pressure to do it.
No, there's a reason. There's definitely a reason.
They have
Because
a choice.
I think he used the wrong word. It's not pressure, because there's never no pressure. It's the expectation. Women are given it's an expectation. They all have the expectation that you're supposed to spend a certain amount of money. You're supposed to do this. If he feeling pressure, then he just I don't know what type of man he is. I don't feel no pressure. Like I said, I'm in Atlanta and I've been moving around. I don't feel no pressure.
We have three women from Houston on the panel, and they would know more than anybody.
I don't.
That's the first true thing that Quentin said today.
So if men are supposed to provide, then what other ways can they provide outside of financially providing?
Mentally, spiritually, emotionally.
No, I mean she's right? And like provision and protection largely comes with resources.
Mm-hmm.
The problem in the I don't want to answer the question. I'm gonna let y'all answer first, and then we can go from there.
Houston ladies, go.
Are we answering?
Does any of the guys want to answer that for anybody else or anything?
What was the question?
That social media has given everybody an expectation of, well, like you can't even go out with this guy if he's trying to take you to the Cheesecake Factory or whatever it is, because you're expecting so much more and extravagance on, day one, because you deserve it, kind of like Anton says, because you deserve it, because you have your BBL and that's it, and what, a 30-inch bust down. I mean, it's just like that is the expectation. That's what I see all day, all over social media. So, I mean, I'm not even a guy and I can see that. So I can understand exactly what he's saying.
But y'all know that guys is also spending money on y'all, taking y'all out, trying to entertain y'all.
Exactly.
Right. They are. They absolutely are. But that's also, I think, another result of social media, because he wants to be seen like he's a baller and he got it and all of that. But
do you think that it's because of social media, or do you think that that's just the nature of guys?
It's a vicious cycle. I mean, it's women that are getting these expectations from social media, and the men who want to keep up with that, and it's just going round and round in circles.
And it's creating that woman who feels entitled now, right? Because men are doing it and now they feel entitled.
I believe is that everyone just wants to be a celebrity, and they want these certain lifestyles that are hard to achieve. That's why
especially here in Atlanta.
so many scammers that we've seen these past few years now. Like
everybody want to be a city girl now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah, this dude is crazy.
Who crazy?
Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna take care of you. If you listen, if you come here, like anybody that's around me, they're gonna be taken care of. Like you're gonna have the best of everything. You're gonna have the best hotels, the best food.
Last show.
Y'all Houston women don't need to go.
We talked about this last show. What, Quinn? What you saying about Houston?
But the other side of it is that I have to see value in you, and so I'm gonna put you in a position to go and get that money. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get some money together. We gonna record some content together. We gonna take care of some, because I want you in the best. Like I want you in a good mental state. I don't want you around me feeling like you got to figure it out. I want you to be here, and I want you to be 100% dialed into what I want you dialed into. Now, because you're submissive and because you trust my judgment, you also know I'm not going to put you in a bad position, but I'm also going to put you in a position to get some money. And so we got to get this money together. We got to get a bag together. We got to be successful together. And so I see more value in you than just your pussy. And so the return on investment for both of us is going to be beneficial. And that's the difference, right?
Okay.
But again, you got to trust my judgment, and you're going to have to come here and be ready to get this bag. And so that's the difference in that, yeah, you become a part of my life and my lifestyle, but part of my lifestyle is also getting the bag. And you're going to have to be included in that.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you. I think that women do have a delusional expectation based on the BS that's on social media. But there are men doing this stuff. So even though I blame the women are having delusional expectations, is it solely just women's fault for expecting men to do X, Y, and Z? Or also, is it the men's fault that are actually participating and doing this stuff to these types of women? Because if men were doing,
I don't know why these dudes is dating. Listen, if I ain't got a position for you and I ain't got no purpose for you, then I don't really need you.
But not only that, Anton, there are men that don't have to pay to do all this.
But even with that though, Q, like for me, that's still off because it's like my time is money. And so I may not have to physically pay for you, but you still taking up resources from me, or you taking up my time. And so if I'm spending time with you instead of spending time doing something that can add more value to my life, but you're not valuable to me, then I'm still paying for you. And so you're going to have to serve a purpose in my life. I'm not just going to have you fucking around for the sake of having you around. I have to have you the way that I need you to be. And it's also going to be beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just going to fuck you just because, you know what I'm saying? Just because I ain't spending no money on you. I don't have no purpose for no motherfucker, for no chick that's just want to get some dick. Like, that ship is sailed. I'm off that shit. I'm trying to figure out what we doing.
The majority of men aren't like you, Anton. You know that, and they spend women money on these dates, and then the women expect it the next time and the next time, and then they get suckered into things, and it's a vicious cycle.
Because I mean, pussy is easy though. Like that come with it. That like if that's just a thing that you want, then that can come with it. That's not a thing. Like people having kids every fucking day. There's somebody that's fucking right now while we doing this show. That ain't nothing. Like that's not a badge of honor. Like anybody can get some pussy.
I agree.
Are we figuring this shit out? Are we running this up? Are we changing our lives? Are we changing lives? Are we building? Are we creating memories? Are we having moments that we never gonna forget again, and then also getting some money along with it? If it ain't about that shit, then you can miss me.
But men don't think like you.
Yo, I agree with Anton 100%. But to answer, I think it was Q's question, whose fault is it? Of course, it's the dudes that's tricking off fault, because we just seen a whole video about this dude. He complaining, but he still spent the money. He complained, but he still spent the money.
Yeah.
Instead of him saying, "Nah, I'm not going to do it," he still spent the money. Why are you going to complain about it and still spend the money, my dude?
Mm-hmm. Because imagine if no men were doing this, women wouldn't have that expectation of these men doing that. They would be realistic, like, okay, I can't expect men to do this because no men are doing it.